Who that was?
It's Rory, man.
I like that.
Man.
He was on that Meek Mill 4-pack last year.
Yeah.
That's where I remember his name from. But I never really dove into him as an artist.
Yeah.
That's his vibe all the time, or that's just that?
That's kind of his thing.
Okay.
It's like a little melodic type thing.
Okay.
Interesting man though, man. You got some stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a little deep dive.
Yeah, the project that's on, that's a good place to start.
Okay. Cool.
That's a good place to start.
Nah, I like that. That boy Ed put me on some jams, y'all. Here we are again. What episode is this?
16,
man. You know, episode 16, the Transferable Experience podcast. My boy Ed in here, and I'm here. You know, the lights are on, feeling good. I've been having a busy 2 weeks, man. I feel like I ain't talked to you in a minute.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a while, even though we talk on and off on a weekly basis, but we have this specified time to talk to each other.
Yeah.
But it seemed like this time, I ain't talked to Ed in a while.
It's been a while.
When I was getting set up for the podcast, I'm like, dang, when the last time I talked to that with Ed? But yeah, man, it's been a crazy little 2 weeks for me, man. 3 weeks actually, going back to my mama's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of been on the road a little bit. But you know, everything is good. I went home for Mother's Day and Mother's Day weekend.
Such a good son.
Oh man, it was needed. It was needed. I went ahead and doubled back because I had went there for her birthday the week prior, but I don't know. I just put
her
that
birthday
time.
is always the week before Mother's Day.
When is Mother's Day? Is it the first Sunday in May?
Yes.
Because if that's the case, then yeah, it's pretty much always the week before Mother's Day.
That can be an expensive time.
We got some flowers, some candy. My sister took us to the Golden Nugget.
Okay.
It was a casino. They swam and gambled, whatever little petty cash they got. I'm not really a gambler like that, so I didn't really go. You know, the casinos be good, but their allure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I buy into it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with betting money, but I take it back. I'd rather bet on things I can control.
You can feel like you have some type of control on.
I will always bet in pool.
Yeah.
Pool, I can exert my skill.
Mm-hmm.
If I miss the shot, I miss the shot.
Yeah.
I can't stand pulling the lever and that mud don't hit all 3 sevens. I can't
put it on a number or color or just roll some die.
Yeah, I'm about to say I can't sit with myself. I wouldn't be able to sit with myself like that. Dang, I didn't have no say on the outcome. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
But they went there. Did y'all do anything for y'all T lady, man? You gave her a nice call.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even call her. I just sent her a heartfelt text message.
Hey, man.
I know. But my mom, she's not really like the
affectionate.
Yeah. And all that stuff. So
your mama not really with the extras.
Yeah,
she ain't really with the extras.
So I just sent her a heartfelt text and, said I appreciate everything she do. And I, as I get older, I realize, more and more what she actually does and the fact that it's been like that for years. And I'm like, when do you get tired? Because
that's crazy how that's just the standard of somebody's life.
Yeah.
Your standard is just taking care of somebody.
And then we're all out the house and older now, but it's at this point you've been, me and my siblings, we pretty spread out. So it's you've been doing that for a longer period of time than most parents because how spread out we are. So it's
do she ever say that she's relieved to have everybody gone or?
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's not really something she says. My dad, he'll say stuff like that, but my mom, she's just
she's just taking it stride, huh?
Yeah, whatever. I don't she's gonna do what she's gonna do regardless. So you can be here or not. But
did you send any text messages to the other mothers in your life that you women in your life that are mothers?
Man.
I mean, look, I'm just saying,
so my sister.
I'm not trying to pay. I ain't trying to hate my boy out the drive. Just saying.
No, that's good though. My sister, I did, and then I told a friend of mine that's expecting. told her, even though she had kind of made a joke too, where she was kind of like, I don't really know if I'm supposed to celebrate yet. And I was like, well, I don't either, but
I mean,
we're here.
She has a life inside of her.
Yeah. So
does that make her a mother?
Yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, so
I would say Happy Mother's Day to pregnant women.
Yeah,
I would.
Say it to everyone, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing.
I did the same thing.
Easy.
I kind of did a little general statement on Facebook too. I said, Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful women, blah, blah, blah. And I said, whether you birth someone or not.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of ladies out there that are mother figures to other young women and men.
That's true. You
know what I'm saying? So I gave them a little shout out, man. And if you listening, whether you're a mother or not, by birthing somebody, happy belated Mother's Day to you, man. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We all got to give it up for the women. Hold on real quick. But other than that, Ed, how is life, man? I ain't talked to you. Anything I should know?
No, just been the usual, man.
You got this nice suit on for everybody that's listening. Ed has a nice suit on.
I just got clothes on. But yeah, just been the usual, man. Morning workouts, working out, work. About to start busy season the following week, so it's kind of like the calm before the storm. Like there hasn't been anything to do because we've done all we could do leading up to where we are now. And so now it just has to start.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of been like a little waiting game over there at the office.
For the past 2 weeks, yeah. So like I said, it's literally the calm before the storm. And it's like, we're not going to force you to like do busy work because you about to actually be busy.
It's like, you kind of like enjoy this time because next week.
Yeah, we were kind of encouraged. It was like, if you want to take a day or two, because we were training and stuff, like getting ready, but they were like, if you want to take a day somewhere in the 2 weeks, I encourage you to do it. And so I don't know, just getting ready for that. But I'm, like some people, they like take the approach where they're like worried, saying, "Oh man, we only got X amount of time to get done what we need to get done. I don't know how we're gonna do it." And I was just like, man, the approach I take is I'm gonna do everything I can do this day, then I'm gonna go home. Then I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the same thing, and it's gonna get done eventually. Like because I've been in situations where it was like I was so worried and like it was just on my mind, even when I'm not at work, and then I can't sleep. I'm dreaming about what I got to do at work.
So you just take all that stress home with you.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not doing it. Like I'm gonna do everything I can do while I'm there, 100%.
And when you're done, when you off, you off.
Just chisel away at it.
It'll subside.
Yeah, at some point. So hey,
that's kind of how
approach I take.
That's kind of how I am too, man. I'm sorry I cut you off. Anything else? I'm sorry.
You good?
No, I was just saying that, like, it's funny that you say that because, like, this week I've been very zeroed in on, like, allotting energy and allotting time for specific things. Like, I think I'm about to do a little experiment where I just, like, critically map out my days by time just to see what happens. Because I'm like a flyby, I'm a flyby, whatever type of guy. Like I loosely have the things in my head that need to get done, and they can go in any kind of slot. But I think I'm about to try like from 1 to 2, this, or from 1 to 3, this, and then 3 to 4, this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just change it up and see how that affects me mentally.
You think that'll give you more of your day?
I think it'll give you more of my day, and I think when I go to sleep, I'll be like, man, I got some stuff done. You know what I'm saying? I feel more accomplished. And I know that's a common theme on the podcast, talking about like schedules and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just finding what works. Oh, here's an update. I broke up with my trainer, man.
What? Oh, didn't he like go to like a Canadian football league or something?
He is a semi-pro football player. I'm laughing because so many personal trainers have that background story. They do something. They are MMA fighter part time, or you know what I'm saying. But he still has his workout program. But I just took a break from it because like I was getting a lot out of it. And I want to shout him out, man. Whenever we do get the chance, But I was just like, you know what? I want to take some onus on myself to do the working out. Because I felt like I was just going and just whatever he wants to do is what what we do. Now we get it in. Pause. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to restructure my schedule kind of like yourself. Because I was going after work. Yeah. And it was taking up, I guess I took that from you. It was taking up a big chunk of my day. Yeah. And I was like, dang, I haven't been feeling like I'm allotting time well. Yeah. In my day to day. I don't know. And that just kind of what's been on my mind for the last week or so. Like, I mean, because I was going through those motions and everything like that. And to be honest, I was consensually doing it, like intentionally doing it. But I think like last Sunday when I was driving back from our hometown, I was like, man, I got to switch something up, bro. I just felt like it was time for a switch up. So I think that's the form that it's taking.
Like I said, it's in 2021. Probably the best thing I've done this year was starting like working out in the morning because like it just opens up the rest of your day after work because it used to be like I knew what I had to do when I got home and it was just so but now it's like when I get off, that's the last thing I got to do for the day mainly or at least the most time consuming thing. Like after that it's just free, like just open up your day and it make the day feel like more like longer because when I was at that point where I was going to work and working out, it felt like I didn't have 24 hours. It felt like it was more so like
12.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because it was like wake up, go to work out, eat, go to sleep instantly. It wasn't like
it was no kind of feeling.
Yeah, there wasn't like I didn't have like time after once I got through work.
There was no
like,
leisure.
It was nothing leisure about it. It was like as soon as you get through eating, as soon as you're done, go to bed. Like I had to because
Jesus, man.
So now it's like I get home and I'm like, what do I want to do? I've been enjoying it, man. It's
that's what's up.
It's definitely benefit. It has benefits too, and I think like it takes away you making excuses for not. Making those daily deposits in your fitness journey because it's like you can't say you got anything to do at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like only thing you got to do is work out. Yeah, because sometimes after work if you got social engagements or something, you might be like, oh well, I can't work out today because I got to do What do you got to do at that?
I'm about to say it ain't too many people just tied up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, take away all those excuses, man. So at that point, the only thing you got to do is wake up and. That's what just to.
And you know what else? Because I was working out in the morning when I was in New York, and I did it a couple of times when I was in college too. I had the morning workout routine. You know what it does for me. And this is just me because it's my personal battle, but like it also helps me from making bad decisions like nutritionally too. Yep. Like if I work out in the morning, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling light. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to go get no water burger. Like I'm like, man, I don't want to do that to myself. Like I don't want to backtrack everything I just did from 5 to 6 or 5 to 7. Yeah. So I think I might start doing that. And our gym just open up too in the apartments. Oh yeah. And they got some kettlebells and everything in there.
I'm gonna say they got.
It's kind of robust.
Yeah,
it's kind of robust.
To get some good work in.
They got some medicine balls, so I said, man, I'm just getting in. Plus the drive time, like that little stuff like that. Yeah. The drive time to my trainer and the drive time back. That's pretty much like an hour and a half, like of day just on the road. Like that can be utilized for something like
compared to just coming home, doing it. Well. If you do it in the morning, then you already here. There's no drive time. You just got to get to the gym. Then after work, like I say, it's just yours.
Let me ask you another question without counting your pockets. What's your approach to budgeting?
My approach to budgeting.
You ain't got to say what you make, but I'm just.
That's a long. I guess. If you want to be specific, like, are you talking about like when it comes to like saving or?
I mean, like when you are approaching your month, how do you calculate what you got to spend? What you do you allot? do you have a disposable amount of money that you have in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you say, okay, instead of that being disposable, I'm just going to be responsible and put that to something else?
Well, yeah. I
just want to know how you do your figuring.
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy, so I literally just added up.
You start with rent?
No, I add up every bill that I pay the entire month.
Uh-huh.
I mean, some stuff, vary as far as like electricity and stuff, but
you don't miss
I take a high number for that to factor that in, which normally give me a grace because I normally don't live by myself, so my electricity bill not as high as I allot for, but just in case it won't surprise me. But yeah, I literally add up everything.
Yeah.
Like bills that I have to pay, subtract that from what I make in a month.
You sit down at a table and do it?
I mean, just my phone.
Okay.
I was like, I know I pay this, I pay that every month. So just did that to see what I actually make, to see if I'm even. You might be spending more than you make. You never know.
Yeah.
So do that and see what's the remainder of that, then take the percentage out that I save every month, and then
let's say you make, I don't know, let's say you make $10,000 a month. It's just okay. Let's just say your rent $2,500.
My goodness.
I'm just doing
completely beyond your means.
No, what if you make $10,000 a month?
Oh, you said 10,000. You make 10,000 a month.
A month,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You thought I said a year? Oh no, Jesus Christ!
I'm guessing you're saying after tax.
Well, I'm just saying 10 as just a a good number to
a nice even number.
Yeah,
that's
even number.
I don't have like a calculator or anything in front of me.
So if we just keep it zeros. If your rent was $1,000, your electricity was like $1,000. I mean, like $500. You know what I mean? So that's $1,500.
Okay,
that leave you with $8,500.
That's an insane electricity bill.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for the sake of numbers, like when you have like things left over after all that, let's say you had like $4,000 left over.
Okay,
after bills, how do you approach your $4,000?
Well, I'm pretty honest with myself, and I know how much money I spend a month. So if I had that much, I would literally put $2,000 in savings each month.
You're a good man.
But I just don't require that much to live off of. I really 2,000 is quite a life to live off of. Yeah, with just disposable.
I'm about to say, if you save until you got two left, you kind of do it good.
Let's say that for an episode though. Okay, I like that whole budgeting thing.
Well, no, I was asking
because we can get deep into that.
Yeah, I was asking because I've made a new purchase in my life. I got myself a truck. I've had the truck. I had the truck for about a week now, and like that being added to my monthly bills is kind of what pushed me into the allotting time and making sure I'm working enough, making sure I'm making enough to cover everything, which I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
you just gotta be a little bit more intentional.
Yeah, but even when you can afford it, it still makes me go into that mode though, like. Cause it's just money I wasn't spending. 2 weeks ago, it wasn't it wasn't there. I didn't have to pay for it. I was saving for it, but I didn't have to pay for it. I don't know.
But that do make you approach stuff different. You got like a new expense, monthly expense, especially when it's
something like
the size of a car note. That's not $10 or $50. That's more significant.
And you got to think about it, bro. I wasn't going to the lots looking for a freaking Prius. I was looking for a truck, bro.
Yeah, truck's different.
And when you're looking at these trucks, man, these trucks, excuse me. And it's funny with trucks, bro, because like it's really a utility vehicle, but it's like how much luxury do you want with the utility?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's because you could get one of them joints that don't got no back seat. It's just you and the passenger and your cab. I mean, your truck bed is about as long as the Nile River. Or you could say, man, I might need a little back seat. I might need a little leather. If you like me, you need Apple CarPlay because I got spoiled by that when I was searching. I mean, not to sound superficial, but when I was on the phone with you, you was telling me like, sure, you got to pay for it, so make sure you got it. I mean, like,
get something that you want.
You got to pay for it. You got to pay for it. So, and I was just looking at that, and that was like a funny conundrum to me. Just like,
we both just recently purchased.
Oh
vehicles,
the boy Aaron pulled off the lot too.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I mean, that was like the whole like that was like my first time really just going through that experience, and like I kind of didn't know what to do, so I used my best friend Google and talked to people, and I was like, that I know kind of get cars pretty often, or more often than me, and I was like, what do I need to do beforehand? What can I look out for? Blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. And like the first thing that I was told is that you want to get, what's the word? I'm losing it.
Pre-approved.
There we go.
That's the best case scenario.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's like the most important thing you can do. So that was my first step.
But pre-approved for what, Ed?
I got pre-approved for a car. And
no, but when you get pre-approved, what does that mean? Like, some people probably not.
Okay.
Does that mean like, are you pre-approved for a certain amount of money?
Yeah, pretty much. Just saying, you go to your bank and say, "Hey, I want to get a new," or wherever you bank it, and say, "Hey, I'm trying to purchase a car, and I would like to finance it through you guys." And then they say, "Okay, how much are you trying to get financed for?" And then you say your number, and then they say, "Okay, well, this is what we're going to approve you for. Could be more, could be less." That's
where
the good old credit comes into play.
Yes.
And but it was weird though, because like because I didn't know what the process, like even getting pre-approved, was going to be like. So when I like reached out to them and did that, and they asked me that, I was like, okay, hold on, let me go back to the drawing boards, because I don't really like. I had a number in my mind that I would like to spend.
I didn't even know what to ask for.
Yeah, I'm going to say, but everybody gonna want to spend as least as possible, right? So it's like, I don't know how much I need to get pre-approved for, but I said that's when the research came into it. And shout out to Earlton. Been on the podcast a few times.
Yes, sir.
Good friend. He was telling me how like you can go to cars.com. What's that one? Carvana,
CarMax, or Carvana.
Yeah. Is it Carvana?
Yeah, it's Carvana.
Okay.
Then CarMax is a lot.
Yeah, and then cars.com, and I went on there, searched the vehicle I knew I wanted to kind of get like a price range to see how much I would need, and then I kind of just went.
You took that back to the bank.
Yeah, and I kind of just went over that just in case, because I didn't know what else could happen, so I just wanted to make sure I had enough, and gave them that number, got pre-approved, because apparently that's like the most, like the best thing you can do is be pre-approved before you even go to a lot, because that means you already got somebody. You don't have to worry about that, because
you don't want to because if you got to finance through them.
Yeah, because that's what the thing about like a lot of car dealerships, they're infamous about. You got to like, depends on where you go, because the purpose of a dealership is to make the most money they can from a transaction. It's not not to get you the best deals, for them to come out on top.
They'll sell you a bucket for $20,000 if you let them.
Yeah, and that's why they gotta like watch the that interest rate, because that was kind of something I did too. I kind of like
you did some research on
on interest rates and seeing what was good, standard, what was bad, what was average, and all that stuff. And
what's a good one?
Man,
in single digits or whatever. I mean, the lower the
I'm not gonna say, because that means
you got
the less you have to pay.
Yeah.
Because, but realistically, you're doing good if you're under 5. Say, I mean, you're not about to get 1%. That's just not. That's just not gonna happen. But if you 3, depending on who you go with, that's what they say too. I learned that credit unions, they normally give way better interest rates than like the bigger banks. So that was honestly like something I did a couple years ago, because I knew I was going to buy a car within the next few years. So I might.
So you laid that groundwork.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I literally just opened up an account and put something in it every now and again. But yeah, I did that so I could already go, because I got Navy Federal. Shout out to Navy Federal.
Shout out to Navy Federal.
It's a good bank to get with if you can get with them. And
I got
an interest rate. Like I said, I got pre-approved. Got my had my interest rate with them already. So it's like when I went to the dealership, it just made me feel like more prepared, because it's like
you got all your stuff together.
Yeah, it's like I know what I can spend. I know this is a good interest rate, so that's one way I can't get taken advantage of. One way, But yeah, I think for me, like even just searching for vehicles, that's what saved me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just gonna go ride around to different car dealerships and
check them out,
see what they had, and make me a little note on my phone, and
come back later,
search and go to the next one. But when I found out about cars.com and the fact that when you searching, you can put in whatever radius and zip code and they'll show you everything in that area.
Did the price they have on cars.com, was that the price they said they had the dealership?
Yeah, for me, like I found it to be accurate on cars.com. Is that
it was like 2,000 more where I was. Like what they had it listed at the dealership, it was like 2,000 more. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But it was
you tried to use like a cars or something?
Yeah, I use cars.com, and I used cars.com, CarMax, and Carvana.
But I do like that though, because that allow you to see more than you probably would have seen. Because
if you went,
I was seeing stuff in Abilene and Oklahoma.
Oh,
I didn't plan on going out there.
I couldn't even get out there. Who gonna drive me back?
But yeah, so that was cool just to be able to like kind of like just know what you're getting into and kind of like.
How was the interaction with the sales rep?
It was cool. I mean, they're trying to sell cars, so they're not gonna be rude. Well, shouldn't be rude. But it was a cool interaction. Like I say, it was like I was so prepared. It wasn't like the typical.
It wasn't like no swindling. It was like, hey, look, I'm looking for this. I got this.
I say, hey, because then I called beforehand, because that was the thing that happened to me too. I found something on cars.com. Heck of a steal. I called.
Same.
I was like, hey, is this available? Yeah. She was like, when can you come? I was like, what time y'all stay open to? Because I was gonna come that day. Like once I had got pre-approved, I was ready to
just
make it happen. And she was, and I was like, well, I can come later. I had called her like sometime during my lunch break, like so midday, and she was like, well, yeah, we'll be open. I was like, okay. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. I was like, well, I know I want this car. We can go ahead. Is there something I can do now to shorten the time? Because I always had like that, I guess not a preconceived notion, more so like just from my experience with going with like relatives to get car, like it just takes so long.
It do take a long
Oh
time.
my gosh. I was like, I want to eliminate this. Like, what can I do? And they said get pre-approved. That's the way you can shorten that time down. So I was like, okay, did that. So I told the lady, I was like, well, if there's something I can start signing or something preliminary that I can do now, you can send it over. And she was like, okay, I'll get that over to you so you can go ahead and start on some of the stuff. Great. She literally called me back an hour later. I thought she was calling to like tell me that I don't know, that she didn't have my email address or actually have to confirm that I got it.
Yeah.
She's like, sorry, that car just sold.
But I had a car I was looking at on cars.com, and I knew I wanted it. I sent it to you. It was a heck of a steal too. Man, I waited. I didn't get like the day I looked at it, I was still waiting on my approval. The next day I got pre-approved. I was like, man, let me go down there. I was like, I went down there before I went to work. That's how like, keyed in I was. I went there, and the dude I talked to the day before, he was telling me that it was there and stuff like that. When I went up there, just kind of like you, he was like, there's a deposit on that car. And I was like, you know what, bro? All right. It goes to show you, though.
I'm about to say, it's just like, or I think around the time we just got vehicles, it was when stimulus checks, people was getting those, and tax refund time. So it was just. And
the dude told me that right now, like, they're not making a lot of new cars. I mean, like, in my head, I feel like I see a car commercial every time I watch TV.
I don't know. That might have been a tactic. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
He told me that, and somebody else told me that.
They're not making many new cars?
Probably new trucks. That's what it was. I think they're not making a lot of new trucks right now.
Oh, like they reduce their volume.
Yeah.
How many they make.
But I don't know. I ain't been paying attention enough for that, but no. But what you're saying is right. I did the same thing, had pretty much the same process as you, except that one car that I went to that was already like sold. I was like, okay, bet. And it's funny, man, because I was like, it was like a roller coaster. Like I was gradually going up. Like, okay, it's time to get a car. Then when I was there, I was just like you said, like I'm just ready to get it now. Like,
yeah,
because I've already like accepted the fact that this is a new bill or something like that. I got to pay for it. Got pre-approved from a credit union. I also have a credit union. They gave me a good rate, manageable rate. I know that I still have a situation where I'm still building my, my credit scores and stuff like that. So it was like interesting, but I was able to get it by myself. And to be honest, I always thought you needed a co-signer for a car.
Yeah.
Like that's just how like ignorant I was to the whole process. Like, cause at first, like you said, going with relatives, like they always had somebody there to co-sign or put this down and whatever. I went in there like with that pre-approval, which you said is the most important thing. Chopped it up with them, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like we got into the process, but it was long. I was there.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you was there, but I was there for a while.
Dude,
and I drove my work truck to the lot and got the truck. So we had to drive my work truck and my truck back home, and then I brought him back to the dealership. It was a long day, bro. It was a long day.
Oh, the car salesman, he did that for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. He looked out for me. He was
Did you let him drive your new truck or the work truck?
I let him drive the new truck because the work truck is the work truck. I didn't want to,
Yeah.
but I went there and I got it. You know what I mean? It was something else that I did of it. The test drive. Did you test drive?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I didn't want to either.
I was like,
yeah, I didn't want to either.
I want this car that's not really gone. I mean, unless something just crazy happened, like, and then I guess because at one point in my life I did valet for a little bit, so
okay,
I was just like, bro, all cars, unless it's just something,
unless it's just something stupid, super extravagant,
or really different.
Really,
they all kind of
do the same
me,
thing. They feel the same, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I'm just not that deep into it like that. I was like, man, I just want something that's good on gas, that's nice and that's reasonable. So I was just like. But I think one thing people did tell me was like, go in there, well, be pre-approved before you go, but don't tell them how much you got approved for.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
because they're gonna spend as much as
I'm gonna say they're gonna start because that was the thing when we got there. I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to negotiate the price and stuff, and I was like, because like I said, we got there, I told them, hey, this is the car. I had called them ahead of time, so they knew what car it was. And I said, yeah, this is the car. He's like, you want to test drive it? I was like, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If I got to.
Yeah, we did a little block, came back. I was like, okay, let's go ahead and start. And I started filling paperwork out and whatnot. And I was like, okay. Because my parents, they came with me because I didn't.
Have no prior knowledge.
Yeah, that and this is when I was having car issues. So I literally didn't have any way to get to the dealership. And like I said, I was like, okay, I guess this is when we gonna negotiate the car price. Because he said a price that was lower than what was on that was the sticker price that was on cars. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, dang, okay. I was like, yeah, like we good. My dad's like, nah, son, that's not it. He was like, they're gonna take you back and you're gonna meet with the finance guy who's gonna go over like financing and then the different warranties. Oh, it was like you're not done yet. I was like, oh man,
that's what got me too.
Yeah, because he told me that. And I was like, oh shoot, I thought that was it. Yeah, I was like, I thought we was just good. I felt good about myself because, like I said, he had just instantly had got it down to a reduced price that I was trying to be. I was like, okay, cool. And then that was just like the beginning. Step one, yeah. And then like the funny thing is, like I said, I knew what I wanted, instantly test drove it and all that good stuff. So it was like that part actually went by like pretty quick because like I said, it was efficient. But the thing, this was when like it started taking forever. We got all the paperwork done. Like I said, like the price, it was beautiful. Signed my little paperwork thing. Okay, now you're going to go meet with the finance guy. But I think this was a tactic because I went, it was a Friday, but I literally was there at like, we got there at like 12:31. It was empty. Like the dealership was empty.
Oh, when nobody else in there.
Yeah, and they made us wait.
Oh,
like
nah.
we waited.
Oh, no. Nah.
Just to talk to the finance guy. We waited like, you know, I'm not one to exaggerate. I can confidently say we waited an hour and a half to 2 hours. Because me and my dad, we all sat there, talked. Me and my dad just went and walked around the car lot, came back, talked more. My vehicle that was in the shop was ready. We went and got that, came back.
Oh, you went and got the old vehicle.
And then finally, they was like, okay, he like literally we were on our way back, taking the exit. They called me and said, hey, he's ready for you. I was like, that had to be for sure about 2 hours.
Yeah, but they was looking at all your stuff, seeing what they can possibly do.
Sure. I think it was a tactic.
No, I think that's part of the tactic though, to see like we can take them this way. Or
into like that mental exhaustion you have.
You like you just ready to go.
Because the funny thing is, once I got in there, he had to pull everything up.
Oh, see,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, I didn't know that part. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think it was.
That was a tactic. Because
then he was like, oh, okay, well, based off this, we can this plan, and you know, my thing is I'm a numbers guy. I was like, so what's going to end up being how much I'm gonna pay every month? Then that's all I wanted to know. Don't tell me
all the additives
broke out, and I was like, tell me with this coverage how much it's gonna be. We were in there again for 2 hours, man. And then my dad, he was like, man, he was like, because he went in there with me. He was like, man, before we kind of stepped in, he was like, hey, be honest with you, like, just be careful because they're gonna try to offer you everything under the sun to get that price back up to the to what it originally was. And he was like, some stuff is good, some stuff isn't. Just kind of I'm here, but kind of use your discernment and all that. And we got in there, and it was like a 2-hour process to summarize it.
Oh, so you did a lot of negotiating.
Yeah, man. Because at first, like I said, I honestly kind of went in there nervous, but then once he started talking numbers and
you start making sense of it,
I whipped out that phone calculator, man, and I got to it, and my little class in college finally helped me. My little negotiation class.
Yeah.
I was like, no, and just being stern and giving him a straight face, like, I'll walk out of here. I don't care. And then at the end, he played the little game where he's like, this is the best I can do, but I'm going to go ask my manager and see what he can do. It was like the good cop, bad cop, because he didn't want to, he wasn't really giving much wiggle.
Yeah.
But then he left. We sat in there for about another 15 minutes and the manager came in. Okay, we can give you that. The number I wanted. I was like,
there you go.
And then my dad at the end, he was like, well, man, you handled that. You whipped that calculator out. You started doing that. I was like, okay, well, it's like,
that's what you got to do.
He was like, he was just sitting there. He's like, I didn't have to do nothing. I was like, well, yeah, man. Once you started talking numbers, that was my comfort zone. But that took so long. And then after that,
well, so you was giving a number, then you
because it was like, well, we got different packages: silver, platinum, gold.
Oh, okay.
Come with this and this, and if you want to add this on this much, and all these like different coverages they try to offer you and stuff. And then even after that,
oh my god,
when we finally agreed to that, it was an issue with, like, I guess the people that was washing the car. It was like how the rims are structured. There's like a gap, and like inside the gap, it was dirty. And we had told the guy before we had went to sit in there with the finance guy, hey man, you buying a new car, you want can you tell him to get this? So okay, well, if we do that, it's going to be a little longer. I was like, okay. And I said that not knowing how long I was going to be with the finance guy.
Right.
Keep in mind, I was with the finance guy.
2 hours.
About 2 hours. Came out. Hey, what? Why they didn't? He's like, I don't know what's going on, man. I can go tell him again, but it's going to be a little wet. I was like, and then that's when we kind of started getting irritated with the car salesman. It's like, I don't know if you didn't take it back there or you just saying the same thing to kind of be, to say like you trying to appease us. And then that's when we had to like, you know, tell them like, hey, we just bought the car, man. We just want the car to be clean. We're not asking.
We're not asking you to jump over the moon. Yeah.
But that was the crazy part. We
after all that,
I kid you not. Like I said, I know we got there at 1. By the time they got through washing the car, and because we had got to the point where we were waiting so long for them to finish washing the car that my parents, they had drove back there to see what was going on, because if they weren't washing it by then, we was just gonna say it's okay, bro, like it's fine. But they got back there. That's okay. They actually washing it. I kid you not. It was about 8.
About 8.
Got there at 1, left at 8.
That's about right. Because I went in there around 2. I got out about 8:30. I got home at about 8:30, 8:39. So I probably got out of there at like 7.
It was crazy. And I was like, it was so funny because it was like I did all that to avoid
the time.
Because that was the only thing. I was like, the price is the price, cool, whatever. I just don't want to be in there all day.
Yeah.
It don't have to be that. Like, it literally doesn't have to be that. Like, I feel like you can efficiently get that done in
2 hours.
Yeah, we'll say 2.5 just to be.
A lot of my time came from the insurance, because I had got insurance through my credit union, and I had to call them. And we had some people that we partnered with as a credit union. I had to call them. I had got the quote like a day ago, but it's for another card. So we was in there just waiting for the dude to call me back. Well, not call me back. He had me on hold for like 45 minutes. I was just like, and I kind of felt awkward because I was just sitting at the desk and the dude was right there. He's just like, just let me know when you're ready. I was like, well, I can only let you know when he let me know. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big chunk of time, and also the finance and everything like that. And I was in there 1 deep. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to like, you know what I'm saying, navigate a lot of things. I was like, nah, I don't think that sounds right.
I think I need that.
Yeah. And that's what it was. I was just like, you know what I mean? I was just like, dang, like, I don't know. Because I know in life, like, with how it worked with me, like, it be the time I don't get something. Like, if I don't get the bumper to bumper or whatever, like, next week I'll crash. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But the process was interesting. That's my first time, like, ever going through something like that, man. And it was eye opening. And I know, like next time, like I know I'll be more intentional about what I'm going there for, how I want to approach all the conversations and things like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you said, I went in there, I was kind of like, shoot, I don't really know. I'm kind of just figuring it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I say all that to say that, like, I'm happy with what I got. I am.
Was that like a milestone for you?
Yes, it was a milestone for me, man. Like, that truck is the first car. Like, I had got a car in college, and I was maintaining it on even my little 98, my little putt or whatever. But that's the first like main car. Like, that truck gonna be with me for a while. Like, like I know that, and I had to be real with myself when I was deciding, because I kind of wanted to go car. I could have went car, and saved a lot more money because you know they're a little cheaper than trucks. But I was like, the kind of life I want to live, the things I want to do. Yeah, I want to go like hiking. I want to go camping. I want to go fishing. Like, I don't mind road trips. I want to go to the mountains and stuff. So I need to get a truck. Like, if I didn't get a truck, I was only putting off the purchase of a truck. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, we was talking about that. I was like, yeah, I know it's gonna cost me money. Like, well, it's gonna cost me more than like a regular car would, but let me get it now. Opposed to later when I don't know what'll be happening. Have kids and stuff. So
it's best to get something that, like, you know, suit your lifestyle and that you want. Again,
you paying for it. Yeah.
I know, like, you know, everything is circumstantial in life, and maybe it's a point where you're just trying to get the A to B, and it ain't necessarily what you want, but it's what you got to do.
It's what you got to do. At
the time, but if you're blessed to be in a situation where it's like, it's more
convenient. Not convenient, but
it's like it's more of an option. Like, you got the option, like, to where you can kind of like pick and choose a little bit. I say go for it because at the end of the day,
and you gotta think about it. I'm in a situation where I have a work card that my job gives me. You know what I mean? So like, it's not a lot of wear and tear I'm gonna put on the truck. So it'll probably last me a little bit longer than I thought. And this is kind of crazy. I don't know if you felt like this because you guys were there for a minute. I was too, but like after it was done, I don't know. I just had like, it took me like a day or two to actually be happy that I got a car. You know what I mean? Like the first day I was just tired. I was just tired. Like I couldn't even be happy. It wasn't no excitement. It was just like, man, park this book and I'm gonna go get something to eat and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day was the Friday, because that's what I drove down to for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like on the highway, I was like, man, I'm in this mug, man. This mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started feeling happy about it. And now, like, I'm more content with it and happy that I made that decision. Yeah. Because, like, I have been thinking about getting a car for a minute, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of person. This is another topic, but this is another pie. But I just say, like, my anxiety with big purchases gets really bad. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, it's so much money gone at one time that, like, I feel suspended in, like, uncertainty, even though I got a good job. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel so suspended and, like, I don't know. It take a day or two for me to get grounded again. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this is normal.
I guess say, like, because originally, like, I was trying to wait more so towards the end of the year. Yeah. You know, I drive for work. And,
you do.
And I got a nice drive to get to work. So I was trying to wait towards the end of the year when I was going to be moving closer and we get through the season where we got to actually do stuff in the field and drive our own vehicles. Mm-hmm. So I think but then my car kept having issue after issue after issue. And then it got to the point where it was like, it's not worth putting any more money in this.
No.
Like it's literally not worth as much as it costs to fix it.
No.
So I was like, my hand was kind of forced. So I didn't go in there thinking I want a new car. It was more so I have to get a new car.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't like I'm getting a new car for you. It was more like I need to get something. Yeah.
I had been going through it for like a month.
Yeah. Oh,
like
I didn't think of it like that.
Like a new car issue every month that I was paying for. I mean, every week that I was like.
I remember you telling me, man.
So it was just like for me, it was just relief. Like, okay, I got something reliable. That's not. I don't have to worry about issues. I'm protected. So I got a warranty. So if there is something, I go there. They give me a rental car. I can continue living my life. Everything don't pause, and I don't have to like try to figure everything out.
Yeah, it makes life a little bit more seamless.
Yeah, and easy. So that was it was just relief for me. But I'm not gonna lie, I guess about a month, maybe closer to 2 months in.
Oh yeah,
still don't feel happy about this. I was like, I literally just, I told you, I was like, I just got a new bill. Like, I was like, I just literally got a new bill. You don't have to congratulate me on being able to get a new bill. Like for me, because like I say, I wasn't ready. You know,
what a call.
If it would have been a thing where it was like, man, that's what I want. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna get my money right. That's what I'm gonna get. And then once you got there, be like, okay, man, hard work, you know, I put my head down. I feel proud about this, man. This what I wanted. Like, that's what mine was like a
shoot.
Get something.
Can't be walking.
That's good. That's good. So that was the thing for me. So it's so funny though, because I'm still getting used to that car because I was driving the same car for 5 years. It was a 2011. So like, it's so much technology has happened since then. Like the little Apple Play thing.
Man, ain't that so convenient?
It's pretty nice. It made me wonder, like, how in the heck would I would get places driving with a phone in my hand?
Dangerous, bro.
That's very dangerous.
If boy was going like 90.
Yeah, doing that. Be in a new area, so you don't even know all the turns
or the dips or nothing.
So you you're on your phone trying to. It's crazy to think that I used to like navigate like
that. Was how we did it.
And now I got like a backup camera.
Yeah, backup camera.
It's like the little small things that people been used to, but
and they had it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now I was about to say, man, like going back to it being a milestone. Ed, tell the people how long I've owed with you. I've been catching rides. Hey, yo, I've been catching rides with Ed since like 2010, at least. You know what I'm saying? And now finally to be in a spot where I can get myself around on my own autonomy. That's major. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm probably still gonna use my work card because that's free gas. But anyway, I don't know. It was good. Like you said, it was a bit of relief in that for me.
Yeah,
for sure. And I don't know. I can't wait to see where it takes us. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I be looking at stuff like that. This is a new chapter for me. You know, it gives me another thing in my toolkit to go and be the best I can be, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trucks too, man. They got a lot. They got so much versatility to them.
Yeah, they do, man. I've been thinking about what I want to do to it. You know, I'm still a South Side dude, so I want to. You know, the first thing I thought about was the tent and man, let me get a trailer. You know what I'm saying? But hey, real talk.
My first thought was a trailer.
I was looking at tow hitches because I'm trying to get stuff. I'm trying to get like 4-wheelers and stuff, because I need something to carry that stuff. And whenever we go on trips, man, you know, now we got more than one person with a truck, man. You know what I'm saying? Jacoy had us down for a while. Shout out Jacoy. But nah, man, yeah. So, and that's why I said budgeting, because now with the new bill, I had to readjust a lot of things in my life. But we'll talk about that on another pod.
Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment. But
anything else?
No.
I don't want to cut you off, man. You know,
I think we kind of covered everything, because I was just gonna say I know a lot of whoever you finance through, a lot of them give you an option now where it's like you can pay it all, like the car note, all at one time. Some let you do it every 2 weeks. Heck, my my credit union said if you want to pay, you can break it up to
weekly.
Yeah, I was like, if I got paid weekly, I would love that.
Yeah,
I'm bi-weekly, so we can break it up bi-weekly, and that help a lot too, just to not have to pay it all at once. You know,
because it's such a lump sum.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I do it. Like I got it broken up, and
the thing with a car, like you don't want to play around with a bill like that. Just put that thing on auto pay and just.
Yeah, that's not one of the ones you want to miss.
Nah, that ain't one of the ones you want to miss, man. No, for sure. I had another question.
But yeah,
I'll do that later.
Buying a new car, it can be scary, but
hey, we both kind of leveled up.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Like I said, I think the best thing is just to be prepared, be pre-approved, know what you want, research, see what the interest rates are at the time. See,
and you know what? Just tell them no one time and see what they do. Whatever they give to you, no.
About to say, and then just kind of, like I say, if you know what vehicle you want, you should kind of like do some research, look at it, look into it, see like how much maintenance is, like how much parts are, because that can be a thing too. Like
that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a Toyota Corolla car parts not going to cost the same as a BMW. So it's just like
Benz.
Just looking to realizing like, okay, you may can afford it, but look into how much the maintenance and upkeep will be,
and insurance,
because something will go wrong with the vehicle at some point. It's not going to just run.
It's a machine.
Yeah. So at some point, something's going to go wrong. So just looking at that too, outside of just how much it costs for maintenance on it, because that can be
a huge factor.
Yeah,
that'll make it, like you said, that like what you was going through,
and that's not going to be that's not something you want to be surprised by or figure out when stuff go wrong.
And that'll make a $20,000 car $35,000. Do you think about all the stuff you fixed on it?
Yeah, or how much it costs? Because just for simple stuff like tires or oil change, some people pay crazy amounts for oil changes with nicer vehicles. So.
I'm gonna pay a lot for these tires on this truck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I took that into account.
So yeah, like I said, I think the best thing when you purchase a vehicle or looking to do it is to do research beforehand.
Yeah,
don't just go in blind. And if it's a case where you go in and you need to see something in person, you're not really sure what you want, it's okay to go there. Take notes and additional research. You don't have to feel forced to get anything there. But like I say, it's all circumstantial because your car that just broke down. You may just have to get something in there.
Yeah,
but hopefully not, and you got time to like look into it and prepare.
Don't let them run nothing if you don't have to. Don't let them run nothing.
Yep. That was the thing too. I was like, I got pre-approved.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you don't want to see if we can beat that rate?
No.
I was like, I told them the rate I had, and I was like, oh yeah, we can't beat that. I was like, yeah, because that was the thing I was told too. Shout out to Earlton again.
Don't let them run nothing.
Yeah, don't let them pull your credit if you already pre-approved. Then that's just gonna make that credit score go down.
I'm about to say, then that's a hard inquiry.
Yep.
So you go to 4 dealerships.
Yeah. So be careful with that.
Be careful with that, and that's where the research comes into play. Where like, you know what I'm saying, you can look it up, okay, I know I'm going here, here, and here. I already got pre-approved. You can bring it to them. Boom.
Yeah, I'm about to say that way. Yeah, you don't have to worry about them like you said, those hard inquiries on your credit because that does affect your credit score, and that's something you want to protect. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. And the car is an investment. A car can help your credit too if you on time with it.
Yep.
Helps your credit a lot. So,
and before we get out of here, though, man,
go ahead.
I think we kind of touched on it on the podcast about like how me and Earlton we had went to the little thrift thing and ended up being amazing.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you about it.
You ain't tell me nothing.
But I'm getting more into like that. The vintage market area scene in Dallas where they just do like a bunch of them because honestly it's dang near like one every weekend, and I'm just kind of getting into that culture and I haven't been going to them, but like I said, I just follow them.
I be seeing them.
You know, information, man. Information. Gotta have access to it. But I ended up checking one out a couple of weeks. It was actually when you went to surprise your mom.
Oh, okay.
They had a one that wasn't too far away from me, man. And
I saw your picture on Instagram.
Yeah, I went to that.
What's this, man?
I got you something, man. You know, my boy Jew, he a Chiefs fan.
What the heck?
A little cool random T-shirt.
What the heck? This dude that pulled up with the Chiefs shirt.
Your season, so you can have another thing in your arsenal, man. That's for you. I felt pretty crappy about it because it really was a great thing that we went to.
This dude that pulled up with a Chiefs shirt,
so,
man.
Yeah, man, that's another shirt to wear on game day.
Thank you, brother. Love you, man.
Hopefully y'all make it back to the Super Bowl.
Now y'all got to go to the YouTube and look at the shirt. My boy Ed got me this, man. My boy held me down, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother.
No problem, man.
Oh, man, yeah. Boy, I need this, man, because you know we going back. Just let y'all know. The schedule's dropped, we going back, all right? That's all I'm going to say. I'll get back to y'all during the season.
Yeah, man, this has been episode 16 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember to do all the things on all the things. You got any more last words for him?
No, sir. We want to thank everybody for the support. Keep tapping in, man.
Till next time.